Let's go back to Leanne Cusack and Natalie McLean for their toast-worthy tutorial.
We were just noticing some of the great faces in that last video, always doing great things in our community. And Natalie is doing great things for your palate.
Great things.
Sorry. Well played. Normally I hate to miss a pun, but that was good on you.
Oh, thank you.
We have moved from Malbec.
Yes.
There will not be a pop quiz, not to worry. But you actually could go online and test your knowledge. We've moved to Sauvignon Blanc,
which also has its own day.
Which is?
May 4th. So it's always the first Friday in the month of May. And that's because the harvest down under, especially when we talk about New Zealand, which is famous for Sauvignon Blanc, that's the height of the harvest. So we have our harvest grape-wise in the fall. Anybody who's in the southern hemisphere, it's more around this time of the year into May.
So what a perfect thing to do on May 4th. If you have someone in your life who really likes Sauvignon Blanc, bring them a bottle.
It's such a springy wine too, because I call it salad in a glass, right?
So it's good for you.
In moderation.
Salad in a glass because it's crisp.
Because of the, crisp, but also the aromas. Literally, it's described as having like asparagus, canned peas, freshly cut grass, chives, lemon zest, all of that. And they're nice, pleasant aromas. So therefore, you can think about the food pairings would be some of those foods, fresh salads, seafood, a quiche, vegetarian, that sort of thing.
So Sauvignon, guessing that there's wild in there, so wild white. Explain
Sauvignon,
that.
savage, wild. It's French. Again, like Malbec, Sauvignon Blanc's origins are in France. So you think the Loire Valley, even Bordeaux, where it's blended with another grape, Semillon, to make not only dry table wines, but also some of the most famous dessert wines. Chateau Yquem is made from Sauvignon Blanc and Semillon. So Sauvignon means savage, and in this sense, it means sort of like wild, because grapevines are really weeds, unless they're trellised and canopied, like you trim back all the leaves and so on. They'll grow wild, and the grapes won't ripen fully the way we need them to have the flavors for wine. So
unless they're maintained, everything falls apart. Okay, we have about a minute, Natalie, but don't fret. If you feel, we can't remember all of the names of the wine, Natalie's going to have them on her website for you.
Absolutely.
So we were chatting about New Zealand, and there are some really beautiful Sauv Blancs from New Zealand.
Telling me this was a new favorite of yours, Whitehaven.
Well, tried it a few years ago, but recently anyone else will know it sold out everywhere because it was on sale.
It's on sale.
Fantastic price.
Know the
but it's a really delicious wine.
Excellent. Yes, these are four from New Zealand, sort of the heart, or what we best know Sauvignon Blanc for. So we've got Villa Maria, Sacred Hill, and Oyster Bay, all in the sort of $19 to $25 range max. Canada does do Sauvignon Blanc well, and this is Henry of Pelham. From California, we've got Big Bill. Down there can be called Fumé Blanc after sort of the fog or the smoke, but sometimes it is oak-aged, whereas the others aren't.
Is that a Mr. Mondavi move?
Yes,
it is. Fumé Blanc?
It is.
So this is Henry of Pelham. We wanted to make sure we had a shot of this.
Because Canada makes great Sauvignon Blanc as well. So unlike Malbec, which is mostly Argentina, Sauvignon Blanc is planted widely around the world, but it does like a cool climate.
Cool climate.
Yes.
Not as cool as ours necessarily, unless you're here. And these last few, because you brought along some value.
Yes. They're all Chilean. Pretty amazing prices. So we're talking about $10 and $14 from Santa Rita. And of course, we've got the party wine at the end. Everybody will be happy to see you if you bring in the Gato Negra, which is a magnum, which is equivalent to 2 bottles of the regular size.
So big cat, big bottle of wine.
Exactly.
Great big piles of information.
Big party.
Wonderful.
Big welcome.
Natalie on the show. And of course, there's more information on her website. We'll link you to that. Thanks so much.
All right. Cheers, Leanne.